girls, the young boys, they don't have jobs. They are fearing to enter into marriage because they are fearing to have kids. They don't have money to raise those kids. How do you expect? And let me tell you, this is like a time bomb. And it has started working.
Ikipita by the kwa hii kitu yetu tutakuwa tunalipa ushuru mwingine crazy.
Hiyo sisi wote tutatokea. Una mambo ikikata tutaenda TZ. That is the truth. I said it.
Nduguza Ibrahim.
If you have to talk about that, that means we shall shift and go to Tanzania.
Yeah. Your salary is 1 million. Right now, 160,000 automatically is deducted.
Goes to government.
The government.
It's crazy, man.
If
wait, bro. Do MPs pay taxes?
MPs don't pay taxes, the military don't pay taxes, police don't pay taxes. Taxes is for mwananchi.
Welcome to Africa's most professional and unprofessional podcast.
Kidogo. Yeah. Okay. Hi guys, welcome back. I know it has been a very, very tough week. Yeah. By the I'm seeing you guys with Colgate. What happened?
It was a fine week. Ilikuwa tu wiki fit, fresh sana. Last week tulikuwa, lakini sasa this week imekuwa major kabisa. Like lazima protect. Ukitumia akili lakini usitumie mwili.
So hii inamaanisha nini? Naona kwa mwili yako. Ni kutumia akili. Hiyo si ya gas. Yes, pia pamoja.
Yes, ni hiyo tear gas and stuff. Lakini at the end of the day tumia akili si mwili. Kwa sababu nini inafika mahali yako. Like mimi nikienda mahali niumie mguu ama mkono. Kesho sizingia mboka.
Okay.
Kama niumie macho sizingia mboka kesho. Kwa sababu ndio lazima nijifeed. Hakuwa na feed bado. So Colgate
for self protection.
Yeah, yote ni ya Colgate.
What are we rejecting?
Sio finance bill.
Ishapita bro.
Yeah, ishapita lakini bado tuna reject bado. We say no to double taxation.
Pamoja hiyo kitu imepita.
Thank you. First of all, I appreciate. I've never been there, maybe here, but I was there in parliament. So my name is Pavinas, and nashukuru sana kwa kuwa hapa hivi. Thank you for invite. We've wait for long, but sasa tuko hapa hivi because of one common thing. Reject the finance bill. First of all, I want to say that it was a fine day, by the way. I've never seen this. Actually, it's the best day to be alive because I've seen what the youths is capable of in our country. Number one, tunasema hivi. The reason ukiona Colgate hapa hivi because I was there. Sikuwa nikae home, lazima ningetokea pivo because I'm not doing this because of me. I'm doing this for my family and for my generation. Sitaki pain yenye ndaishi nayo saa hizi, watu wangu waishi na hiyo pain. That's why unaona niko na Colgate, Ibrahim hapa hivi akona Colgate. That is why tunaandamana, tunatokea hapo hivyo for one common thing. And I want to tell you, Ruto, the best thing to grow a country is your taxing. Sio taxing. How to grow a GDP in our country ni first of all atengeneze viwanda. Tukue productive sisi wenyewe. Yaani tuko tunauza vitu nje ndio shilingi yetu ikue hapo hivyo. Lakini hao wasi wanaangalia mambo yao. Unapata wife ya deputy president ama ya president ati yako na pesa sijui na locative sijui ati za roundly at 58 million za roundly. I mean, it's not making sense. It's not making sense. That's why nasema I will live to demonstrate. I will live to fight because it's the best choice. Kama venye Ken tulikuwa tunaongea naye akaniambia like it's the best decision to die on your feet rather than die on when you are slave on your floor when you are down.
Don't die begging.
Yes.
Okay, my point is inaweza ongeza kitu kidogo. To kuongea kitu tunaweza ongeza kwa hiyo stuff yenye Ibrahim amesema hapo. Hata si kutengeneza viwanda ama anything. My brother Ruto, maliza corruption. Kwa unapata pesa inapotea kwa corruption saa hii.
Si hata mseme amen. Tumseme hata amen bana.
Amen.
Unachiki kwa bado. Hakuna graft case ya you what billions.
Wallahi.
Sindio? Lakini saa kitu inakuja kwa koti ni 285 million. 285 million na billion inatusaidia aje?
Wallahi.
I make sense.
Alafu napata CS kama Mulcomen ako na watch ya 1 point something watch.
And his
Alafu ako na kiatu ya 400,000. Kiatu anaenda kwa nyang'ana ya choo ya 400,000 na kuna mzee ya 4 parts. Mimi na make sense.
Okay, acha nimalize point yangu nilikuwa na make.
Wakenya mmekasirika.
Umejaa. Mimi personally naongea from chenye nimeona. Sasa nimesikia. Okoto bado alikuwa na graft case over a billion. But sasa the state and to atikusema asarende sijui 25 million ya hizo vitu zimekuwa confiscatiwa. Ati ndio hiyo kesi yake ishi. It doesn't make sense. I make sense for it makes sense for
True. So as I had to
25 million na a billion. It doesn't make sense, man.
Yes.
Sifungia watu. Ndio maana ndio hata tufunga watu. Hata tukisema tuongeze tax na corruption imeshuka. Ina noma. Takwambie.
So I think I will continue with my brother because also he was there today. I even see the trouser, like the pants. Hata zimejaa nini?
Hapa ni hapo Supreme Court ilikuwa imewaka, ile lori ilikuwa imekam. The lorry that sprays that water that not that just the water that inawasha. Wewe maji si mchezo. Mimi nilikuwa nimejipin. As you can see niko na ataya 1, ataya 2. Niko na tisho. Niko na ingine ndani ya yellow, unaona? Ukienda maandamano tumia
So that is why you are dirty.
That is why I'm dirty. Hapo site ilikuwa ni tough. But I kwanza hata niliongea sana before I talk sana. I wanted to take a moment. We just thank God for everyone that showed up na amefika home safe. We also thank God for those that showed up na kuna picha ina go viral social media, mmeona there was a guy who was shot, his head out, literally hatuwezi identify huyu ni nani unless akafanywe blood test ama DNA ama maybe he has an ID in his pocket. That is why pia ukienda maandamano
beba ID.
Ilikuwa wapi? Hata 2,000 majamaa.
Na
iko na ID lakini iko mahali.
So pia tunaona 4 bebe 2.
Bro, unaweza anguka as you are running, utaumia. Nguo yangu imeraruka hapa. Ni kukimbia tu, watu ni wengi tu.
Lakini hapo kwa nini imeraruka kwa bus corridor?
Mimi nilishindwa. Siwezi explain. In that moment you can't explain anything. But anyway, let us recognize those guys. They were bold enough to come out for our country. Leo kuna boma watu wanalia.
Yeah, so as you have spoke about the point before even I come back to PJ, let's give respect of 30 minutes to those guys who have died today. Kila mtu atashika mwenzake hivi. Huko. For 5 seconds.
I think tungeshikana tu mikono tu hivi for the moment of silence. Tushikane tuseme this is first of all this is for those people, the fallen soldiers. We love you. Thank you for fighting for our country. And penye umeachia, we shall stand strong for our generation. Not for us, but for our children. Let's remain silent for them.
Yeah, those are the 5 seconds. Yes. Thanks very much, guys. PJ, Matia Mike, siku ilikupeleka aje leo?
Manze siku yangu manze tu ilikuwa mimi nimekuwa nikiadvocate kitu manze mtandaoni. Kwanza like big shout out to kwanza hata nataka big shout out to Khalif. Shad Khalif aliachiliwa. Abductions unajua zilikuwa zishaanza. Sasa abduction is whereby like una arrestiwa without even like hiyo arrest wa unajua unafaa leo kaleta hiyo flat unachukua na according to constitution bandari yako
leta sanga
nakumbuka na tulikuwa na wale judge sisi wakumbuka hiyo day manzi bana si tushachoto tu hivyo design and manzi I'm sorry to Shadi ni mwenye like alikuwa na push the whole Twitter
kwa maana hadi Twitter yetu iko down at this moment na iko down but siku yangu manzi imekuwa fresh bro. Mimi nilifika pale Senke na nini mdogo nikachiki Kiambu na Kiambu manzi wasa wanatembea. Unajua kuna wasa walitoka Kiambu bro wakafika hadi hiyo side ya bypass ya Thika. Unadhani kwa nini Thika leo kuko kunapitika? So mimi nataka tu yani kuthank my youth day manzi wenye wametokea na tuendelee tuzidi hapa ndio mwanzo.
Yeah. As Peejay finishes, I want to understand, is there anyone who read that bill here? That WhatsApp group of tujasoma na tutaki kusoma.
Me have read it.
Mimi read it.
Mimi nimechop. Wasa wamechop bro.
Tunasema kuchop ni bill.
Like unajua wasa wanasema most of them like you know our leaders most of them ni wale wazee. So they be wako na hiyo ignorance fulani. Hawa toi wasomi. Hakuna watu wanasoma kama jenzi. Kuchambua internet hivi. Bro watu wanachambua kuchambua. So ukicheki hadi hiyo time ikituka internet bro. Unacheki finance bill imesplitiwa. Wewe hujacheki hadi memes zina go through. Ujaona kai hiyo kuna hii mimi ya our deputy president nani Gachagua imekuwa ikienda hao like amesema kuna kitu kama laundry pale bro. Nachezea sijui mado ngapi. Hiyo story ya vehicle sasa ati kulipia mafuta yake
158 million.
Jaji ukiangalia hiyo budget yote mtu mjamo hadi ko like hapana. So wasa wamechop mmoja. Wasa si ignore. Wajua sana chop Kenya. Kama nilichop hiyo story ya Creavitives. Hapa tunafaa kuwa ikipita by the kwa hii kitu yetu tutakuwa tunalipa ushuru mwingine crazy.
Hiyo sisi wote tutatokea. Una mambo ikikata tutaenda TZ. That is the truth. I said it.
Mmeguza Ibrahim sasa.
If you talk about that means we shall shift and go to Tanzania.
Yeah.
Give me whatever. I just want you to break down for me the financial bill.
Yes, before I ni break hiyo, when unasema hivyo, when unasema ati tutatokea. No, atokea, the time is now. You remember like a country like Sri Lanka. Last year, our city walikuwa fed up na taxes. Now wasi walitokea hadi kwa not even parliament. Walienda hadi kwa state house. That's what's happening. Na nakumbuka kuna msee alisema ati saizi mayouth ni kaa taibo imesetiwa. Because our say wajui the form 4 wasema graduate kama kina Peejay, wajua sio wanaenda wapi. Mnaona graduate na form 4 lakini hana place ya kwenda. So that's a time bomb. Also wamekasirika. But the finance bill, hakuna msee anasema saizi finance bill. Saizi tukisema mambo ya shamba, we're talking about the land. Saizi ukisema kama hiyo finance bill, kuna kitu inaelezea kuna kuona mambo ya shamba, kuna kitu inasemanga free land. Free land ni ile sema unakonga ni yako haulipi tax lakini kuna ile unalipianga after maybe 90 years ama 30 years.
It's normally 100 years.
Yes, ama 100 years unalipia. Lakini sasa wameingiza hadi free land, akisema umepewa na mzee wako na iko Nyahururu unafaa kulipia. Imagine Nyahururu hakuna progress uko. Unajua uko Nairobi kuna unaweza kuibi kuna rentals. Lakini mzee kwa Nyahururu tutamwambia achiwa unalipaje tax. Ndio tukosa kulipa tax je kuna government afanye nini? I mean it's not making you sense for us. Yeah. Bro, wacha ni like emphasize hapo kwa land. I'm an urban planner. Bro, our wealth as Africans is the land. We as the African, we are so proud of the land. That's our goal, unacheki unaona. So the moment like kitu moja napenda bazu venye make deals with the foreign countries and they can really like put in money for us. But man say we can't compete with them. Bro, tuwezi compete na wao. We are like we still like venye Sonko alisema we are still a third world country. Unaelewa in a way unachiki like we need like to take some years to really progress. Unachiki unaona kitu kama black magic at sasa ndio tunatumia black magic.
Watu walishatoka.
Sasa ile boss walitoka kwa black magic tena creatives. Na bado tunataka kupigwa ushuru. Unaelewa which is not like really making sense. Unaona nilikuwa naelewa kwa land manzi. Very soon itakuwa inafika to that possible time bro. We are losing our land bro. Jobuni ambie uko kwa the same market ukiwa Mwafrika uko kwa the same market na land. Mlami. Unajua mlami msiataka bro kama shike base moja yote. Kwanza anaanzanga venye tu walikam kaa wakoloni walikam.
walikama wakituambia by the way tuko na seeds fulani tukizipanda mahali inatoa mazao mengine crazy. Hivyo ndio tulibeba bro. Unachikirona? And we need to like really fight for our land. And me, I thank the Gen Z for fighting for our land. Inamaanisha manze much hope for us. Unachikirona? Our forefathers bro walidede kina Dedan Kimathi kina Tom Mboya bro. They were putting their lives for this land. Unachiki in terms of like equal, unacho yourself belonging, unaelewa bro. Unachiki iko nini jumaze bro, unachiki mse mjamo bro ameown like a couple of land which is not like really into use. Haina any use bro. And those are the politicians. Na kwa maana today wameoccupy parliament.
Yeah. You read it, sindio?
Yeah. Me what I'll touch on before that.
But I want you to break down the whole financial bill. And another thing, I'll just request you to take it more in English because of the people who are watching you. You had guys from South Africa.
Thank you, South Africa.
What was happening?
What is happening in Kenya?
What is happening in Kenya? So they would want still to hear from you. Give them that chance.
Thank you very much. I am very pleased that I am being watched in South Africa.
And shout out to the guy, he's called King Zolo.
King Zolo.
Mark G.
King Zolo, shout out to you. I might be going back to the streets, so stay tuned. Stay tuned. Yeah, on Thursday, another one is coming. So basically, the main, let me just touch on the main points that have really upset the Kenyans. Some, they scrapped them off. One, they were introducing a new tax called the eco levy. Eco levy is new in our system. And you can remember just previously last year, we had 2 more new taxes that were introduced. Hapa I'm speaking for my employed friends, they know that pain. House levy tax, which is supposed to build homes, affordable homes for Kenyans. I wish it was doing that. Anyway, and industrial levy tax. Those are 2 taxes that I did not have on my pay slip last year until, when was it? I think sometime November. That is when they officially pay slip came. I saw industrial levy and the house levy. Now they wanted to introduce the eco levy for production. So the eco levy will affect mostly pampers and sanitary pads because those 2 items are not biodegradable. They do not haziosi. They do not just decompose and go back to the ground. So since making them is hurting our environment, it's just a way to make it seem important. First of all, in this age of climate change, where we are having floods, tsunamis all over, they introduce a tax to produce such products. Problem is the factories are not the ones that are going to pay the tax. It is the common mwananchi. The price, that tax will increase the price of the item. That is one new tax they were introducing. Second, another new tax is on motor vehicles, an annual tax, 2.5% for owning a car. Right now, muko na magari?
Mimi niko nayo.
Now you'll be paying 2.5% the value of your car annually. And besides that, you actually pay tax to use that car because you use insurance. You cannot be driving without an insurance. On every insurance cover, you pay 17% tax on that cover. The price that you pay, 17% goes to the government. So besides that, again, you pay 2.5% every year. Again, they introduced another tax for importing goods, mostly spare parts. That one is also affecting motor vehicle owners. But the point of that one is they are trying to localize production, which seems like a good idea. But as Ken had said earlier, the problem with our country is not ideas. It is corruption. All these ideas, if they implemented well and put into action, they can really be beneficial. But the problem is corruption. What else was is really touching on higher the pay as you earn tax for my employed fellows. Now this one I was actually thinking about it. It is actually affecting people who earn more money than the people who earn less money. The current pay in our country is 16%. Whatever salary you earn at the end of the month, you are deducted 16%. That is the pay as you earn. You are paying the government to work in the country. Yeah, that sounds weird when you think about it. But anyway, you are paying the government to make money. Besides that, you pay NSSF and you pay NHIF, which they are planning to change to SHIF. They have not yet made it official, but they are planning to do that. So the pay is supposed to go up from 16%, that is the current pay, to 22%.
Wow.
That means if, let's say, your salary is 1 million, right now 160,000 automatically is deducted
Goes to government.
the government.
It's crazy, man.
If
Wait,
it
bro.
all
Do MPs pay
passes,
taxes?
no. MPs don't pay taxes, the military don't pay taxes, police don't pay taxes. Taxes is for mwananchi.
Mwananchi wa kawaida bwana, citizen.
including the president.
Yeah, the taxes is for,
I saw his salary gets 1 point something.
that is just the basic salary. You after the allowances,
But the
that figure
allowances,
we
I
can-
think chai is even more expensive than the salary.
yeah,
president.
yeah.
That's why the citizen were so bitter to even break into their their businesses, the supermarkets. Someone nearly the crowd today went to the supermarket and decided to gift themselves with some products there.
Maziwa.
Yeah. Someone right now there's some people who are sleeping tonight with some big shopping, bro.
So, since we have talked about all that, I want us again to talk about the aftermath. After all this has happened, what do we expect government to do? Right? Because now guys have demonstrated. I saw even there is a youth who went and took the mess. For us in Brassband, we call it scepter. That one of the speaker. And how I understand the constitution and the law, there is no way you'll have a sitting without that mess.
Yes.
That is one.
Yes.
Then two, the person who has it at that particular moment is the speaker. That is the constitution everywhere around the world. That
The
is
person
why,
holding the mess.
yeah, that is why everywhere in the world they guard it
Yeah.
the way they would guard the president. Because someone who is holding it right now can call for a sitting and they impeach the president or overthrow the government.
Sure.
So now let's talk about that. Since people they wanted to storm State House, it didn't happen. But they stormed the parliament. I saw guys, they went up to the cafeteria and they served themselves food. What should we expect? Let's be realistic. Yeah. So let's be realistic. What will happen or what don't we expect to happen?
So okay, I guess we can speak from today because it's the first day of the maandamano. We can now have a clear
Image.
Clear background information. Either on Thursday, because we have another one coming on Thursday. Because now the Gen Z declared a 7-day runway running away with the police.
Yeah.
So I guess on Thursday we'll have a clear. This is just the start of it. So we can have a background of it. More is coming, bro. More is coming. So we can speak it from now. All you have to do is tell Mr. Ruto to really listen to the people. The dialogue yenye alikuwa anasema akam I do a rally, unaelewa, for all the people so that I get to understand because hii kitu inaendelea, bro.
Yeah.
Something it's going to take even maybe more 2 years to come.
But now I want to ask you, and I think in the last podcast we talked we had a conversation with you and Smiley. Smiley is not around, but next week should be around. And I warned you guys about the so-called leaders or activists, and I was like, they shouldn't involve themselves in this shit. Why? The government will just get those 4 people, even if it is Boniface Mwangi and the other 4, give them whatever they are supposed to give them, and they will come here and start telling youth, oh, stop demonstrating, what have you. I like how the youths paid a visit to Wanini. I just liked it. So they were starting to make their political party.
Yes.
One lady was like, kwani tuko shule tunatafuta ma prefects. You understand? Then Prince Mwiti, that is how he's the one who started the drive. Just go report the account. Just go report the account. So, bro, as you are talking about the president to come and address all of us, it makes sense. But again, what I see, when he plans to address all of us, I think he will first call those 4 or 5 people to be sorted, which is very bad.
No, we want to say like this.
Yeah.
In this Gen Z or the millennials,
New generation.
the new generations, number one, we want to declare this, that we don't have leaders.
Yeah,
We
true.
don't have leaders.
No, that makes sense.
Yes, we don't have leaders. Those are Boniface Monkey is he just operating, or like even last year he was there doing his things. But right now we don't have leaders. When we call out this mandamano, we have one reasoning with president: reject the finance bill. We don't have any other negotiation. It's reject the finance bill. That's what we want. We don't want to talk with you. We don't want to talk with you about anything. We just want you to reject the finance bill. Yes.
But is he ready to listen? Like, continue from there.
Personally, from a personal perspective,
Yeah.
the entire stuff, kila kitu lazima kuna mwenye ameanzisha.
Yeah.
Sure. True or false?
Yes.
So true.
Okay, me too, nimeona the whole this thing ni hakuna tribe.
Yes.
Very good, very good.
No tribalism.
No religion.
No religion.
No
Yeah.
religion that in central and what.
Yes.
There were even white people in town, by the way. There were Indians in
If I
town.
the vice guy.
Now wako na firimbi and they are blowing them.
Hakuna tribe. Hakuna religion. Ati hakuna mimi ni mweusi, mimi wewe ni mweupe. Hakuna wewe ati sijui wewe ni mjaluo, mimi ni mkikuyu, mimi ni mwengu, sijui ati mimi ni mluya.
Yeah.
Tunadunganisha sisi wote. We have a common goal.
Yeah.
It's about time sisi kama watu wa the millennials and the Gen Zs lazima tujiongeze sisi.
Yeah, true.
Our parents waliogopa kuongea.
Yeah.
Sio. That's a fact. Hiyo ni ukweli. Waliogopa kuongea juu. Okay, personally my own mom. Alikuwa ananiambia, Ruto. That's my own mom. Mimi kwambia, it's okay. Wewe Ruto ni wako. But nikifika kwa ballot, mimi najua mimi nachagua.
Yeah.
Ndio. Because mimi naangalia my own generation.
True.
My own family. My own family, not my mother's family, but my own family.
Yeah.
She's my mom, yeah. And I respect that.
But also you have your
But
own
me,
wife and kids.
Protect.
lazima I have a wife, I have a baby, I have a sister. No. So wakisema ati sijui watu wanafinansiwa kutoka Russia and stuff. Okay, acha niombe kitu moja.
Yeah.
From a personal experience. Jana nilikuwa hustle kama kawaida. Itikie kulikuja dem fulani, ni dem najua ya, but sisi disclose. Kuja kutuambia nataka 5 guys wenye atakuja maandamano kesho wanalipota utao. Hivyo ndo walikuja akasema. For me personally nikachukulia wenye wanakuja maandamano ya utao. Ono mko kufanya routing town. For a fact. Unaona? Mimi si expect ati mimi nakula jasho yangu, unaona? Nimepiga hustle yangu. Alafu mse mwingine akuja nibie pia tukifanya. Na jikina name of maandamano. So for tunaweza defend was the Gen Zs and the millennials. Mimi tunaweza sema wenye wamekuwa kirushitao. Hawa si watu wa maandamano. True. Those are big people. That's true. Hawa walikuwa watu mjipu. Last week kidogo bite.
Wameloot.
Last week niliona kulikuwa na maandamano pia. Kulikuwa na routine hiyo major.
Hakukua.
Sahi
Sahi
hizo rails za barabara
hazikuvunjwa. Kabro imetolewa. People have removed the cabros from the streets.
Kwa hiyo point Ken, you remember in 2017 maandamano ya kina Raila Odinga, I remember kuna MP alisema, even Soko said that he was saying that they were paying people to go to maandamano to reflect the maandamano ndio onekane ni kama a bad thing. Wanaprint on it za Raila Odinga ndio waonekane wana root wanaiba ndio maandamano ionekane it's like a bad thing. So kumekuwa nao wasi walikuwa wana influence ndio maandamano ndio tukuja pale kwa TV tuonekane kama si ni watu wabaya. But let me tell the president, I'm talking to the president right now. From the first time you could stop this thing.
Yeah, true.
Number one, with rejecting the finance bill. That's the first thing to stop this thing. Because how do you expect the youths who the youth, like the young girls, the young boys, they don't have jobs. They are fearing to enter into marriage because they are fearing to have kids. They don't have money to raise those kids. How do you expect? And let me tell you, this is like a time bomb. And it has started working. Because right now, I fear to get married because I don't have a satisfying job that will raise the family. I'm working, and hasa huku chini ndio ndekulezia family. But this guy is napata CS kama Willcomen akona watch ya 1.5 million. I mean,
Ruto ni 6.7.
Guys, as much as like we hit the president, yes, as much as we hit the president, we also supposed to talk about the MPs, because you know it's the people who are surrounding, it's the whole government itself, unaelewa. But pia parliaments ama MPs wana take much unajua the voice of the people, wacheki unaona, under the voice of the people, ona. So this time nasikia sijui ni kukanjwa, kuna wenye wanasema wamekanjwa, kuna wenye wanasema wamekanjwa.
Mitaboy.
No,
2 million. Yes, it's 2 million.
Let me argue with Peejay. Let me ask you a question, because MPs sana yetu tumeona those MPs wetu tumeona waki argue na the finance bill, most of them are from Kenya Kwanza. And who owns Kenya Kwanza first of all? It's the William Ruto. So saisi ukiniambia watu wako, yes, your kids come to you, tell you that everything is good, and you are just there celebrating. It's your kids telling you, because the MPs like are the kids for the president William Ruto. And after now everything is good, and you as a father, you are seeing the country is not doing okay. You as a father, do you supposed to listen to your kids or supposed to listen to the community?
Okay, daughter yake amesema.
Whose daughter? The president.
The beautiful Charlene amesema manzi yako kwa politics nika selasa that yes. Ameivisha nimpatia wakati nyinyi tu tena mko na
No.
But you know, for me I would say with the girl for once.
No.
Like PJ,
No,
what can you
that
tell
one-
your parent if they say?
Abana.
Tuachane kwanza na politician. Now for a
Pia
parent.
manzi unajua pia inachiki.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is like we are doing injustice to her. Because at the end of the day, this is it. What these two have talked about, it makes sense.
Yes, makes sense for sure.
For him just to say that he's rejecting this thing and it shouldn't pass and doesn't say, it makes more sense. But this guy, I will speak from
Actually,
this perspective.
sorry for cutting you.
I will lose the point.
I just want to remind you, in 2022, Uhuru Kenyatta cancelled the bill of 2022. You can go check. He delayed because there was something that was supposed to be changed. I'm asking Ruto, why is it so important with this bill that you don't want to delay, change things, or reject it? Kwani kitu iko na nini?
Let me answer you. What anataka ku raise taxes?
Auto.
Anataka ku raise taxes. Ndio like apatia better future.
No.
Zile hadi alikuwa amesema a fulfill. But tu venye tunasema bazo palisema corruption is a major thing. Unaelewa kitu unajua shida venye sema siku raise those. Anataka ni 1 trillion. Is it 1 trillion? Anataka ku raise 1 trillion. itaketa like itapatia employment wase nini, but sasa kitu moja, are you able like to do much with that 1 trillion? Kama manzi kai do tulipatiwa majuzi, tumepewa do ingine majuzi, tulipewa how much? Ilikuwa 50 billion.
We can't do anything with 1 trillion if we are allocating 58 million for someone to do his laundry. That makes sense.
Shida ni hiyo, unaelewa, unaniget sana, but venye na side na bazu hapa anafaa like apige karali, unacheki, unaona, kwanza ashikie ujue watu kwa jam achidiani mabot kadhaa.
Ibrahim had a point. There is a point I want to, even Ken has a pending. Nyinyi kwanza tulieni. There is a point you want to finish.
The point I had, actually, I just want to add on what Ken spoke. Like this whole thing doesn't have tribe, it doesn't have religion, it doesn't have region.
Yeah.
But I come from Central, I come from North, I come from
It is Kenya wide.
Listen, this guy, why for me I think he's a dictator in making, and I think
A dictator in the making.
Yeah,
dictator in making, he might leave this one to pass because he has something he's calculating there in front, and we shall come back to this clip and you guys will say that Ibra said. Why? All people, like, let me speak about other tribes, and I'm sorry to go that way. They have been maybe giving him that little sympathy because of his tribe. But if you check what has happened in Eldoret today, that even the club of Oscar Sodi, like, these ones are the ones they look at as the kingpins of the area. People are ready, willing, like, to hit everything, to put it down so that this bill doesn't pass. And still the guy is not listening. I go back to what I've said. This is a dictator in making. So even the daughter cannot do anything. Because for him, he has a book he's reading, which we cannot see. Let me complete. I said this. If at all this bill passes, there are higher chances that they are going to scrap the term limits.
100% sure.
Let me tell you this. This is how politics is being calculated. These guys play chess, they don't play draft.
yeah, for sure.
Now you want to say he will rule for as long as he wants.
Listen, this is how.
Kuna MP kwa shapeleka hiyo motion parliament ya kuscrap hiyo nini.
When even he was 2 months, just whatever. When he had just taken over 2 months, then an MP came and spoke about it.
Yeah.
Now this, if at all you know marketing, they always say speak something 70 times so that people get used to it. Right now, the reason why all of us bring Coca-Cola, it is because Coca-Cola, a day they speak Coca-Cola almost 7 times 70 more than Pepsi. You understand? So even this so-called whatever term limits, they will start talking about it. Today they have been Keynes. Thursday I expect even worse. So when it passes and the term limits come, even if we go on the road, it will be sindio tu kawaida ile ya financial bill. Because people will see it, politicians will start driving it in a way of the financial bill.
You're saying that is the bigger picture. He's
That is the
thinking
bigger
ahead.
picture.
That is
Because-
but kitu moja
Yeah.
nataka tuende na hii copy. Let me like object that in a way. Bro, leo imekuwa na historic in a way. Bro, it is all written, bro.
Yeah.
Again ona. Juu tujai kuwa na kitu kama hii. Kwanza tulizoongea Kenya kama like venye internet iko sahi. Bro, so hiyo kitu imetembea. Again ona. This day bro ni historic in a way. It's a very historical day. Sana manzi. Unachoniona. First of all, to me lose lives.
True. 7 guys have died today.
Wacheki unaona 7 people.
Yeah, sure.
Hizo image bro zinatembea all over. Mimi sijui umecheki hizo images zinatembea all over. Hadi vitu za tena zimeanza kuchipuka like the whole ile story ya 207. Wacheki venye 207 sijui church ilichomwa na nini. And kitu moja nimekam ku realize, this generation doesn't forget. Unaona venye ex wako asahaulingi.
Now, PJ, I understand what you have talked about. Now, this thing, if at all is any politician who is calculative, like how we have talked about Uhuru, he would just have sat where he is and is like, guys, let this thing do not pass. The question should be, Why is he leaving it?
Yes.
What is the bigger picture?
Why is he not talking?
Because
Yes.
listen, someone like you who is on camera and you are here like to explain to someone who is at home, they expect you to reason and give them that thing they can't easily see.
First of all, unafaa tujue sahi manze US kuna venye imetushikilia bado. Waliget naona. Kwanza mimi naomba masoldiers wetu, hata si masoldiers, polisi wetu wameingia Haiti, naombea sana manzi
400 of them.
Naombea sana wakipiga hiyo mission manzi, God ako na wao kabisa. So like bro, kuna hiyo transition. As in sijui kuna feel kuna hiyo transition inakaa. Waelewa, cause even like si tuna ndio nini ofisi ya UN hapa. The headquarters is coming. So it's something like we need like to tell people. Me kitu moja nakwambia ni something like tunafaa to tell people. And that's the reason kila mtu sahi manze ali march to the street. Leo kila mtu ame march. Most of the population imekuwa mingi. So me hata sijui that's the nyaje. Sijui that's the nyaje. So as we foresee bro the future, wage nona as we foresee, mimi naongea sana is cause I'm a Gen Z. As we foresee the future, tofa tujulize something kitu moja like ikitu ata sign wage nona juu yeye ndio kona the last
the last say.
Ndio kona the last shot nona.
But here pamoja na kitu sikia
So kuna kitu niko nataka kumeka ata sign unachiki nona who surrounds him. Juu kila mtu anasema
He has his advisors.
Babu, we not saying that Ruto is who advises his advisors. And which I agree. And which I agree. That one I agree.
That's true. In Kenya, let me tell you one thing. In Kenya right now,
That's a dictator.
Ruto is a dictator. And he's like a sheep that has been clothed with a, what do you call it?
A wolf in a sheep's clothes or a sheep in a wolf's
Why?
clothes.
Number one, this guy, what you have seen Ruto is he's listening more to number one, to the Western world. Number one, IMF, World Bank.
It makes sense.
Yeah, the reason why
That is where he gets money.
Yeah, the reason
Those are the people who loan countries.
Yes, the reason why these guys don't want to reject this finance bill because the IMF,
It is on their neck.
yes, he has told Ruto that you have to raise taxes so that you can able to pay this debt. But I'm asking, if you raise taxes, what about the common mwananchi? Will he still will he still sleep hungry so that the IMF can be paid?
My point, kitu naweza sema, naweza kuambia eka bro. Unachiki taxes zimereziwa reason za the mini ya kuongeza transaction cost hizo vitu. Haziko kwa within power ya Ruto.
Yes.
Yeah, then
We have to understand that.
I think still I will not.
Malizi. Unachiki IMF na hiyo World Bank unasema. Kenya inaoa watu.
Yes.
So at the end of the day, we come, you're a businessman, right? Ndio. We're a businessman. Ndio. I believe you're a businessman.
Yes.
At the end of the day, you have to recover the money that you lend out. Ndio. Na wewe mwenye amekulend out, lazima mkae chini, muagree venye utalipa hiyo do.
Yeah,
So
work in
kuja
the
kwa
debt industry.
so kwa kuja kwa IMF
Kenya
na hiyo.
kwanza mlipi deni. You continue.
Kuja kwa IMF na hiyo World Bank. Mimi tunaweza sema yes, lazima deni mlipe. But some my call would be Ruto anashinda kusema tunalipa deni inapungua. Kidogo maji. Ruto anashinda kusema tunalipa deni inapungua. Si tupatie audit ya deni tumelipa na yenye tumebakisha, tujue tumebakisha pesa ngapi. Tulipe hiyo deni tumalize story.
An interesting fact, on the finance bill there was no money allocated to paying off the debt.
Thank you very much.
Hakukuwa na pesa yoyote
Wanashinda
ati.
kutuambia
The way there was 660 million for the deputy president's home renovation, there was 0 shillings for paying off the debt.
Now still
ni watapatia audit. Anasema tumelipa hii pesa, imebaki hii pesa, Na hii pesa tunalipa through this tukipatisha tax ya mkate ama hiyo part hii 1 bob tutaenda kulipa deni ama itubo ile kulipa deni. Lakini autovishi.
Yeah, so as Pamo, before you conclude, there is a guy I was arguing with, I think when you guys had gone to town. So he was like, if at all he does everything, US and what? I was like, wait, US, they work only in their interests. This is the truth.
Yes.
And they want a leader who works in their interest.
But it's for hours kawida.
This is it. And the guy was arguing, no. Wanaweza kuja hapa mtoe vile walifanya Gaddafi, and I was like, wait, Gaddafi was not working in their interest.
Yeah.
If at all it was like that for them they had to remove everyone, they think that this one should be removed. By now Museveni wouldn't be the president. By now Paul Kagame wouldn't be the president.
Sure.
Paul Biya of Cameroon wouldn't be the president. Well, so all these guys who are working in their interest, you can sit there as long as you want.
Yes. Actually, I had someone when I was protesting, and he asked me, "What if we are fighting our Gaddafi?" He asked me this question. He asked me, "What if we are fighting our own Gaddafi?" And I sat down and asked myself, our own Gaddafi is going to the US. He doesn't listen to what the users saying.
Who's with Butita?
Because, I mean, what is this thing that the financial bill has that you cannot reject it?
That is
the draw.
You see, that is what that is why I'm
you expect him going to sign this thing. I mean, he must be having something that he have hidden there that you don't see, that he's making them not to reject it.
And this is what I think. Maybe he's using this one as a case study. What if at all I have something bigger I want to pass?
But sasa, my question would be, kama natumia this thing for hiyo
Case study.
Mbona utumie na source za watu?
Let me
Nimesema the best thing
kidogo
kwa maana
PJ.
nakwambia the best thing kitu moja nimebambika na the communities in the US. Unajua pia wale umekuwa kwa street leo. The communities in the US.
I saw Wajakoya, my guy. You voted him.
Of course. I will vote for you again. No. You come, we take over, man.
I also voted for him.
He had solutions.
Bana na wote wana reject the finance bill. So kitu mimi tu naona that big anataka ku like okay create your whatever. Sasa nilikuwa nimesema like kuna time fulani tutakuwa na maybe 1 shilling yani.
Yeah, he said when he was taking over, not even after he had they had inaugurated him.
Okay.
He said that we are going to make an African currency which is even bigger than the dollar. That is where they were having problem with
Gaddafi.
No, Ruto.
Oh.
So
Gaddafi also had that motive. That is why.
I'm saying
That is why he was.
this is even where
Okay, kanai kidogo. Nini ilikuwa East Africa, not Africa.
Or he was targeting.
he
East
said
Africa.
Africa. That is why Malema is having issues with him, because Malema said he doesn't understand the Ruto who was campaigning and the Ruto who is there right now, because the one who is ruling right now, they are totally different with the one who was campaigning.
Mkochukua pori.
I wanted to share a view with you guys. This is what I think is happening. I was having this conversation with one of my colleagues. This is what happened. You know, people have already forgotten, but when Ruto came in, a liter of petrol was 184 shillings. It rose up to a high of around 217 to 220. I can't remember the exact figure. Right now it has gone back to 189 there. So he came, he raised prices, he then took them down a bit. Now he wants to raise them even higher. It is like the stock market. If any of you watch the do forex trading, the market normally moves like that.
Yeah.
It must go up and then go down and then go up again, go down, go up until it gets to a point, we call it the change of character, where it will start moving down. Now, this is what happened. Ruto came, akatufinya. he pressed us, he promised us a good life. He told us, mtaumia tu sahi, I will press you for some time, but in promise of a good life. 1 year later, 2 years later, he has not delivered that good life that he promised. He has now come again to tell us, you remember where I had pressed you? I need to press you a bit more. Kidogo tu. Ya sahi. Ni sure bet walai. Ya sahi. Tunamwafinya tu hivi kidogo. I promise you now this time,
It is the last one.
you will have a good life. And that is what has been happening all through when the system was invented. There is no time that prices have ever gone down. Prices always go up. And that is why I'll go back to where Ken began. Our parents already conformed. You see, in the system, it's either you either die or you join it.
That is what in politics they say.
Yeah.
You are either on the table or you are the food.
Thank you. You are either on the table
Or you are
the food. But now a time has come
All of
that
us
was
to be on
not
the table.
foreseen.
All of us have to be on the table.
A time of change. And
Guys, can I say?
I want to pass. You will make me lose my message. I want to pass this to Mr. Ruto. This is not the industrial age when our parents used to work in factories, pick cotton, get paid. My grandfather used to earn 15 shillings per month. Na alikuwa fundi, alikuwa ameomoka kona shamba molo. This is not that time. This is not the stone age. Ati tunaishi kwa caves. This is the digital age. Information, knowledge is power, and there has never been a time in this world where it is so easy to share information.
Just like now.
Today I was live all over town. Someone somewhere was watching me. Someone, you told me King Zolo was in South Africa, and he knows what is happening. And this is what has not been there in the system. The way the system controls us, it is through controlling information. As Ken was saying, mbona msitupe your audit? That is information. We cannot give you that information because that is the evidence. That is what is crucifying us. Right now, when you go to a court of law, what will make you free or arrested or jailed is the evidence. And that is information. Someone will have information on you. I saw you. You did that action. Even worse, I have a video footage. We uko jela, sure bet. That has never been in the system. So for me right now, I am very positive to be alive because this is the era of change. There has never been a time anywhere in the world that information is not fully controlled by the government. Because unless they shut down our channel, unless they delete our posts, someone will watch it.
Speaking of the new era, as we like, there is a certain MP who said like, this is not real. The whole thing has been, it's Illuminati.
Na MP of Katundu.
Katundu is the one who said the Illuminati.
Yes.
He said that.
Katundu.
He said the Illuminati.
They said Gen Zs are Illuminati.
So they said so. What I can tell you.
Let me address that MP. That's the worst the argument that you can argue with us. I mean, what are you using your common sense?
Bro, you should
Don't be personal.
So, bro, what do you think about the Illuminati though?
There is nothing like Illuminati. So even I wonder that we can vote people and push them to parliament. For me, I thank God that at least he gave me brains. That is one.
You guys are just insulting them.
No, listen, bro. I've not insulted him, but for me, I come from a region whereby our MP came directly and told us that, guys, just vote me so that I go there and eat. These guys eat alone. So I would easily vote such a person because I know, okay, this one is agenda.
He's going to eat.
Yeah, because he has.
Yes.
Then an MP to come and tell me issues of Illuminati. Guys, people here they have pain, you understand?
Yeah, people have pain. We are being pressed.
Pain.
Unajua alisema
You know, many guys didn't want
anasema
to
ati jenzi yote, ati jenzi wote wako Illuminati.
I mean,
Si pia watoto wake. Pia watoto wake.
because serious bwana. Bro, tulitoka hizo enzi bwana za kutishwa na Illuminati.
So now he thinks that when he says Illuminati, people want to go on the streets. Now they have been there.
Bro, do you know the meme of the week? It was which one? When Kashago said like, these guys are going to Nairobi with the Uber. Got with the iPhone. After iPhone, they eat at KFC.
You know.
Today KFC was closed.
Yes. You know. These guys are using a strategy that they used to use with our parents to scare us. So that you know what? That's they're worshipping that
Illuminati.
That's Illuminati. Our parents were used to be scared about that. But let me tell you right now.
They are speaking with a generation which even doesn't respect
We
religion.
know God. We know God. And God does not go with the evil ones. Even
corruption.
The Bible says when the righteous remain silent, the wicked will take over.
Now we're not ready for the wicked to take over.
Naweza ongeza kwa hiyo story ya Mr. Deko pale. Unajua unashinda kutuambia ati sijui funding inatoka Russia.
Mimi hata sijatumiwa kitu. Watu wanapeana wapi namba?
Sijui prezo wa Russia ni nani? Wewe Kenya bro.
Anataka kujua.
Hataki kujua.
Mko
Wanatoa wapi kwanza? Mimi sijatumiwa.
chupa pori.
Cause ulikuwa unapata in some time mimi nimeingia hustle. Unaona? Naenda kuzia madam fulani hapo. Madam, pia nyinyi mnatufanya bei vile tunafanya huko juu. So I'm like, okay, nyinyi mnafanya huko juu. Si ndio? Sasa mimi una expect nifanye nini? Huko unawakwa gava. Si ndio? Mimi ni hustler hapa down. Na alisema serikali ni hustler. Sio. Mama mboga na kina boda na
vijana.
Na vijana. Sasa mimi mtu anafanya kazi kwa serikali na kijana niambia, yuko chini huko juu tunafinya. Mimi niko like, okay. What the fuck am I supposed to do? Your mind, when kama mama yangu I expect that. Sindio? You made that choice. Kasema serikali ni hustler. Pia mimi ni hustler sikatai. Sindio? But kama
saizi ni mastruggle.
So, sisi wote tunasafa. Kijama. Ndio maana nasema ikifika mahali Ruto man sikiza watu. Unaona? Si watu ndio kuchagua. Mbona kicha 20 whatever kuweza kupeleka home. Na ukitaka kuongeza pizo tam limits ni sawa. Lakini nilikuwa nasikiza kina Shad last week kwa
limits tutaenda straight up. Ukiongeza tam limit kama finance bill tuko parliament.
Nasikiza kina Shad last week kwa JKL. Ukiongea Jeff Koinange wakiwa na kina Eric Mondi na Babu Wino. This other game ilikuwa kwa 10-7. Walikuwa wanasema the Gen Z wanafuata map na political party yao. For me, it makes sense. Kama unafikiri.
For me it didn't.
For me that doesn't.
It didn't. And I will tell you why.
Stop. Okay, let me give my reason. For you it didn't make sense. Lakini for me it makes sense juu unapata venye nilisema Gen Z unafuata map na political party yao. Shada akasema atatumia data yake. Of which data yake ni wapi? Si data yenye kwa Twitter. Alisema
Twitter imefungwa by them.
Alisema data yake ni wapi?
Yes, Safaricom.
Kusi alikuwa anasema anaweza tengeneza president out of data. Unaona? Akaambiwa ni dem fulani, I can't recall her name. She's from Mathare. Akasema huwezi tumia data kutengeneza president. But sasa Shada akasema yeye according to kusema data amaanishi data, anamaanisha wapi. No. It makes sense yes kwa watu wengi. Lakini huwezi niambia sasa hii Gachagua kidogo anakanikana ako against.
Anafambo.
Ndio, anafambo side.
Anafambo amekosana.
Ako tu hapo. Design Ruto alikuwa na huo sasa bado.
Alikuwa tu
hiyo design bado. Si ndio? Siwezi niambia mtu kama Gachagua ama msee mwingine from out there atakuja sema anasimama na Gen Z. Alafu nyinyi kama ma Gen Z mkubali kuingia box ya mtu amekuwa kwa government bado mwenye anajua shit na happening kwa government, mwenye anajua mashimo zote za corruption and shit. It makes sense.
I think Ken, I can argue with that. I tell you, when us Gen Z and us young people, when we make one mistake, and that one mistake
It is
will
forming
be
a
for
party.
us forming a party. That will
Well,
be
good.
one mistake.
We shall have divided ourselves.
Ask me why.
Why?
Remember when President Ruto was saying that sisi ni watu wa bottom up, sindio? Right now, he's there. He has forget about the same with Gen Zs. When you have a political party, those leaders that will elect, they will go there and forget about us. They will fill their pockets and forget about us. So one thing I can say, Gen Z, let us remain leader. We don't have a leader and we don't have a
Yes,
political.
sure.
We are just
Bro.
Kenyans for Kenyans.
Najua time
Mr. wasahau.
Tukimaliza.
kidogo take mind. Najua time na camera. Najua pamina sana nasema watafika kuwa sawa. Leo umekuwa ground. Sindio? Kuna mwenye alikuwa anasema mimi ni Kikuyu.
No.
Kuna mwenye alikuwa anasema mimi ni Mjaluo. No. Kuna mwenye alikuwa anasema mimi ni Mkale. Mimi ni Mwembe. Kuna.
When you speak about by the Gen Z's attitude.
Peejay, let me get that. Unachiki mtu anaitwa Gen Z. Udi msee anafikiria before kujibu. Sindio?
Producer.
Our parents hawakuwa na anakujibu tu ndo akujibu. Najua hii topic inakuwa long. Sijui tuende.
For me,
Friend of camera.
For once,
Because of
kidogo
our
tu.
producer.
The reason why nasema
30
hivyo Ken,
seconds.
the reason nasema hivyo is because when we elect leaders for Gen Z, they'll forget about us. You know why? When they go there, they will forget about us. You know, mbona saizi watu washikwe? Kama tungekuwa na leaders, saizi wangekuwa wameshikwa na watu ambao tuache maandamano. Lakini saizi hakuna mtu anashikwa. Why? Because hauwezi shika anyone. Nani leader wa Gen Z saizi? Hakuna. Kwa hivyo huwezi shika mtu saizi. We are our own leaders.
Let me
We
finish.
lead ourselves. We lead the leaders.
Listen, bro. This is why and I think I'll finish it from here.
We are done.
Peejay Mungai for president.
Sawa. We sign out and sign out with love. We meet next Thursday.
Yes. Thank you.
A home of your happiness, a home of your joy.